think it's working again. Hey, howdy, folks. Mr. Multimedia here. I was gonna say Mr. M here, and I was like, wait a second, hold on, that's not what I say. Mr. Multimedia here, and today we're going to be continuing our playthrough, of The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Now, we're probably not going to play for too long today, because I'm feeling a little better, and I'd like to be able to rest up in case school happens tomorrow. Fingers crossed it doesn't. We're looking at freezing rain outside right now. It'd be great if that stuck around, froze the roads. Either way, though, we're going to go ahead and we're going to continue our playthrough. Last time we managed to get through the introduction, went through all this stuff with Outset Island, a place where we've grown up our whole lives. Our adventure led us to rescue a pirate named Petra that was captured by a bird, fell into the forest nearby. We went, we saved them, we left. Turns out the bird found a new target, which was our sister, took them away. Went to go save all of them with the pirates at a place called the Forsaken Fortress, and that didn't go well for us either, because even though we got all the way to our sister, the bird took us away too. So, yeah, things haven't been looking up for us. Last that we left off, we had washed up with the help of a talking boat named King of Red Lions, who had managed to get us over to a place called Windfall Island, to be able to get a sail and now sail away to wherever it is that the King of Red Lions says that we need to go in order to potentially save the world. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and pop over to our area of play over here. Hold on, it's not capturing the game. Doesn't seem to be capturing the... No. Let's see if that fixed it. That probably did not fix it. There we are. With the hot. But yes, so we have managed to find a sail. We'll go ahead, pop on this guy, and we'll just follow the wind. Yes, we did understand all of that. Okay, we're going to be at the mercy of our sea chart. And everything should be marked. If we get lost at sea, we press up on the D-pad, and we should be able to follow that. A westerly wind blows. We're headed to the east. Okay, let's first go cruising out of here. Okay, now this is our first look at the sea chart right here. So, with the sea chart, you can see that currently we're at Windfall Island, which is shaped like this. We're gonna go around the north side of it to start heading east. There's gonna be an island here that we haven't explored yet. There's also gonna be an island here, which is our destination, hence why there's the blue kind of indicators around it. We do have a couple of charts. We have a treasure chart, but we don't know what island that is, so even if we could get treasure right now, wouldn't know how in the world to get it. Wait a second, hold on. I know we have more than that. There we go. We have Tingle's chart, which shows us that to the southwest, Tingle has an island. It's also showing us the location of two other fairies, great fairies, that he's managed to find. So that's pretty good. I forgot that it had a little honking noise. But alright, so we are going to continue along the path. In fact, we'll go ahead and pull out the sail right now. Okay, so you can see where it is we're going to, which is that spire off in the distance called Dragon Roost Island. However, we will go ahead and make a quick little stop over here to this island first. Just because it's on the way, we have the ability to be able to visit it, get a couple little treasure things, and then continue on to Dragon Roost Island. I know y'all can't see the amount of money we have, but we have exactly 100 rupees, and since our wallet holds 200 rupees, we can do little games like this while we sail along. That lets us get a little more money, too. I think after getting 3, I think it allows you to get a blue rupee that pops up. Oh, maybe it is just that. Ah, well. We're gonna miss it, is the unfortunate truth of things. Okay, so we're gonna stop off here. Wait, why is it not letting me go up there? It should absolutely be letting me, like, grab onto... There we go. Okay, I thought that I could just grab onto that little area, but I guess not. Oops. Okay, we can read it. To reach Dragon Roost Island, head east from here. Fantastic. There is, however, a way to get inside of here, which we will do really quickly. Put that away, crawl in here, drop into here, and get some treasures. Now, this is where a Tingle Tuner, theoretically, would actually make a lot of sense to have. The Tingle Tuner was an item that we got last time we played from rescuing Tingle from the prison. He gave us that C chart to tell us where to go find him again, and we also got the Tingle Tuner. Now, the Tingle Tuner is normally used to have the player receive sort of a player 2, a helper of sorts, that helps them through the adventure with by controlling Tingle. What would actually happen is a person would connect a Game Boy Advance into the second slot, into the second controller position of the GameCube, which had up to 4 controller positions, but you plug it into the second one specifically and it would work. Plug your Game Boy into there using a special cable called the link cable. Wait, was that the link cable? I don't think it was actually called the link cable. Either way, it was a cable that connected your Game Boy to the GameCube. And if you did that, you could use Tingle, provided you paid him money, to have him give you a whole lot of help in some of these sorts of dungeons and mini-dungeons. Sometimes he would reveal invisible chests, sometimes he would provide more magic power or more health for you, and most importantly for this little area, sometimes he would provide a service where if you pay him enough money, he'll throw bombs. There are a couple of rocks in here that you need bombs to be able to actually get through the area, like you can see up ahead over here. See how there's a rock wall right here. Because we don't have bombs, we can't do anything about it, and that's just kind of where our journey stops. But I'm in here to get, I think there's 2 chests in here that you can get without bombs or any items, so we're gonna get those real quick. Once upon a time, I did a couple randomized runs of this game. If you haven't ever played a randomizer, by the way, hello Wolfie, just in case I didn't say that. If you haven't ever done a randomizer of a Zelda game before, what it is all of these treasure chests that we're getting, all of these items where it's like, oh, someone gives you an item or you find a treasure chest and you open it up, whatever. All these different places where we are finding items, they have different items mapped to them. So like I might open up that treasure chest we just opened up, and instead of a piece of heart, I would find my sword. And maybe I didn't have a sword before that point, right? Or maybe I would, oh no. Or maybe I'd open it up and I'd find a shield, or a boomerang, or a sail, or all these sorts of things. Like, it makes it very interesting. Boy, I thought I could go further to here. Wolfie, I'm sorry to hear that you got lice. That's unfortunate. Do you know for sure, like, the person you got it from, or is it just it popped up on my head and I'm hoping that no one else around me got it? I don't think I've ever gotten lice. I think I'm really lucky on that front. I know, like, some of the things you're supposed to do, you end up having that. Like, there's certain ointments and stuff like that you put on, and you use a really fine-tooth comb. Normally, you have to have, like, a second person helping you. It's not a figure this out by yourself sort of job. It's someone else must assist you with ridding your head of the bugs. So, I hope you have someone helpful for that. Saw someone wear a purple shower cap to school a month ago. Interesting. I don't really know how long it takes before lice hatch. So maybe it's just being passed from person to person to person. That's disgusting. I'm sorry you have to deal with that. It's unfair that the choices of other people sort of end up affecting you. Your first time having it? Glad that I've never had it before. Is your head just like really itchy all the time? Or is it a thing of like you're finding like a bunch of stuff falling out of your hair or something like that? Like what's the biggest, most annoying thing about it? Hey JS. Hello, hello. Alrighty. This person is telling us that he'll give us this to help haul up treasure. Very fun. Oh, it's so itchy. That is, okay, gosh. Ugh. I can't imagine your head being that itchy to the point where it's just like constant. Like, you know, there's a difference I feel between like minor itches where it's like, oh, if I like tuck the hair behind my ear, like that itch will stop because it's just my hair brushing up my ear, right? There's a difference between that, I feel, and the driving you nuts level of itchiness. Gosh. Can't imagine. I'm so sorry you're dealing with it. Okay, let's very quickly take a look at the sea chart we just got. Oh, whoops, my bad. It was this one. Treasure chart number 34. Oh, that's one of the... Okay. We actually kind of know where that island is. Take care of that later. Ooh, that's a 10 on me. There we are. I'm gonna go over here first. Just to see what is here. I don't think I'm gonna get anything for attacking this guy, but we're gonna fight him anyway. He has been defeated. We have gained nothing. This is fine. Okay. Now we go to the east. I basically bite blood. Other than that, you went to a trampoline park with your mom and had a good time. Well, that's okay. You know, little things make it a little bit better, right? Why can't I? There we go. It wasn't letting me hop up. Really weird. Is the only thing... Yeah, okay. So the only thing in here is going to be... It's going to be bait and the pears. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's leave this guy. It ain't worth it. Yep. Whoop. Okay, he doesn't like the fact that we're spending time doing other tasks. Okay, I'd like to very quickly also at this little area. Landed there perfectly at the top of the hill of the rise of water. Look, see that little treasure over there? That little glowing piece within the sea? If we had a grappling hook, we'd be able to go ahead and get that treasure. However, we don't. I should try to keep them landing on the platform itself. Sometimes they drop items that I'd like to have. Ah. Okay, oh well. How am I doing today? I have been really enjoying today. So, on Friday, Pal World came out. Pal World has been a game that I've had my eye on for like the last several years. Like basically whenever they first made that trailer for it, and everyone was like, "What is this? Like Pokemon with guns? What's going on?" Since then, I have found out that it's not. The feel of it is not Pokemon with guns. The look of it is Pokemon with guns, but the feel of it is not that. Either way, so that game has been teased about for a long while, and there have been commercials that come out about it, and every time I'm like, this is either going to be an extremely fun game, or it's going to be a hot mess of garbage, and either way I want to play it. So, it finally came out on Friday, played it, almost did a stream of it, but then was like, you know what, something tells me that a game where I'm using guns to hunt small furry creatures would get me in trouble with the school. Glad I had that thought, because there end up being a couple of, you know, it's like adult language is used, and I mean, obviously you're using guns and stuff like that. There's enough in it where it's like, you know what, it's a good this game. But I played that on Friday. On Saturday, I lost track of time. Did not get on in time to be able to stream at all. Totally my fault on that one. I will own up to that. But then today, for most of the morning, I was playing that game, and it was very enjoyable. I'm very much liking it. Okay, so Valu is on top of this volcano area, Dragon Roost Island. We need to go talk to the Rito tribe to specifically see about getting something called Din's Pearl. Din's Pearl is what we need to get from here. So, we're going to be given the Wind Waker to borrow the power of the gods. Perhaps we should try using it. I think he's going to give us the song that allows us to do the Ballad of Gales. I might be wrong about that. Oh wait, no, he's not the one that gives it to us. He just gives us this little tutorial. And you can see how it's very similar to back when we were using the ocarina. The only difference is it forces you to keep their measure. It's like 3-4, 4-4, and then 6-4. But you have to be pointing that direction with the C-stick when the metronome goes over it. Which is, it's a very interesting way of doing it, which I'm not against it. Because it means you do hear the song the same way as, like, intended the first time you play it. So that's kind of nice. And they do the same thing with, like, oh, play the template twice, and then you copy it once. It is kind of nice. Okay, we got all the instructions we need. We're going to do this. Okay, now before I go ahead and actually get to the place I'm supposed to get to, let's head over here. I would like to read this. Up, left, right. See, play it twice and then let us play it once. Okay, we learned the Wind's Requiem. Okay, so the Wind's Requiem is what we're going to eventually be able to use to turn the air around whatever direction we need to go. Right now, it doesn't really work, but there's a couple reasons for that. My name's Jeffros. I'm the guy to be so you're the Wind Waker, are you? Great. For a beginner, you've got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up, well, it gives you control over the direction of the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, wind can be a good thing or a very bad thing. If you want an example of it being a bad thing, then you should see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother, Cyclos, is miffed about his monument here being broken. Now he spends his time creating cyclone, torment people with. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you. Wait, what? MrM reminds me of Lego set 710347. Could I do a beat sim video or a Fortnite? What's a beat sim? Are you talking about like Beat Saber? Or I legitimately don't know what beat sim is. And as for Fortnite, I am horrible at all shooter games. Third-person shooter games, first-person shooter games, doesn't matter. I'm bad at it. Oh gosh. Shouldn't have thrown that. I should have just placed it down gently. Oh, it was Beat Saber is what you meant. Okay. I have done Beat Saber before. Let me tell you this. I am much, much more likely to do a Beat Saber video than I am to do a Fortnite video. So, yeah, I've done Beat Saber on stream before. It's rather fun to play VR games. The only issue, really, is that I get pretty nauseous. Like, within like 30, 40 minutes. And since I generally try to stream for 2-ish hours, you can see how that would be a problem, right? So, yeah. But Beat Saber is really fun. I do enjoy Beat Saber a lot. I think the more fun thing to do is to play it multiplayer, where it's like you're able to kind of compete against other people that are also in the room. Well, I say in the lobby. That's what I actually meant. Okay, here we go. Then I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. There we go. Now we have a shortcut to get up to here without having to go a long way around more. Even got hearts to restore health back. This guy, we remember this guy. He was on Outset Island. MrM? MrM, is that you? It is. I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say, you've traveled far for one no week. And your sister, is she? Is that so? Well, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. I have an idea, MrM. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I've told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our area. That's settled then. I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, MrM. I'll be waiting. There he goes, flying. In case it hadn't been obvious before this point that Rito go flying. Okay. Man, there was something I was gonna say about Beat Saber. I forget what it is. Oh yeah, when it comes to Beat Saber, my level of expertise with it leaves a lot to be desired, which is a fancy way of saying I can do the medium levels, I can do the hard levels. Most expert levels I die at, unless I get like a lot of practice with it, where it's like, okay, let's run the same thing like 3-4 times in a row, so I like know what's coming. It's, for me, the main issue is whenever it swaps from from like down, down, up, down, up, or like if you're doing the same pattern over and over, where it's like just down, up, down, down. The moment when it switched to like down, down, like 2 downs in a row or 2 ups in a row, that messes me up. I cannot. It is something about like that break in the rhythm of it that completely makes my mind go, and I just get every blow wrong from that point on. Hey, Quill has told me about your troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there's anything we can do to help. We'll do everything in our power to assist you. A discovery was made in Rain World a year after Downpour release. You could get a rainbow skin by going to certain locations. Huh, I never heard about that. I have a couple of friends that really enjoy Rain World, and I never heard them talking about that before. Curious. Okay. Is it like you go to certain locations, or is it that like you defeat a monster in certain locations? Is it like a certain order you have to go to, or how would it be like that it was a year after that you finally find out that there's a rainbow? It was discovered less than 48 hours ago. Whoa, so that's like extremely new. That's wild. Okay. So they say going up to WiiU is normally how the Rito get their wings, like their adult wings. However, he's been raging around, and the fledglings can't go up there and will remain wingless until that point. It could be that there's no school tomorrow. I hope there's no school tomorrow. It would be amazing if there was no school tomorrow. You have to stand in a certain place for each campaign that was in the Expedition Mode teaser. Wait 5 seconds for each slug cat. Huh. That's curious. I actually think that's a really cool way to have something like that done. Where it's like, hey, we put in effort to make like the trailer for this thing to like show off like things about the game. If you essentially recreate the trailer, you get a reward for that. That's actually really cool. I think that's a neat way to hide an Easter egg of sorts. I wonder if it was found by someone doing exactly that sort of thing, where it's like, hey, I'm gonna recreate the trailer and then realize that they got a reward for it. That would be really cool. I'm wanting to learn now how in the world it was figured out. Was it like one of the developers like went and admitted what was happening, or what? By the way, what's happened here is one of the fledglings who isn't able to get his wings is this guy's son, who's kind of going through a bit of a downward spiral right now. So we're gonna meet with him since he's like roughly our age, and they're hoping that the two of us talking to each other will end up sort of giving him inspiration to keep courage up until WiiU can end up being able to see him again. They also say, hey, Medley has something that the kid needs to see, so tell you what, go bring it from Medley to Prince Kamali, the kid that's our age. If you bring that over to the kid, maybe that'll break the ice enough for you to get to know him. Okay, I'm quickly talking to this guy, because now he's told me that he wants a golden feather. Okay, so this is one of the people that, like, if you're playing New Game Plus, where you can't see your outfit, right? Because only the pure of heart can see it. And you're just wearing the lobster shirt. She is one of the characters who still will see your outfit, who will mention, about the funny looking green hat and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, since she's a very important character, clearly she is pure of heart, which is a very interesting way of getting around that. Sort of an Emperor's New Clothes scenario. Okay, we're gonna meet them by the entrance to Dragon Roost Cavern later. And I think that about wraps up most of what's gonna happen here. I am very quickly... it's sort of pointless to do this right now. I'm gonna show you what this minigame is so you can see how bad I am at it. Okay. Right. So, the point of this game is to sort letters. However, I'm not very good at it. I mean, I managed to get... Oh, gosh. Oh, see? Get the wrong one, and they're not happy with you. Hey, I hit 20. That's good. Okay, well, I hit 25. Honestly, that's more than I expected to get. Okay. So, yeah, I got 12 rupees for that, but I don't have space for it. So, in the end, it was just kind of pointless. Yeah. All right. Wait, hold on. Where's the area to get to Princess Molly? Is it over here? I think it's over here. Yes, it's over here. Okay. You don't even know how it was found either. Apparently on Reddit, but you can't find the original post. Huh. Am I gonna do another Tears of the Kingdom Zonai run stream? Maybe eventually. The tutorial, you know, running through the tutorial was sort of just a way of saying, like, hey, is it possible? Right? You know, what sort of things would I have to do in order for that to be a thing? I think, honestly, before I continue the run, that I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research into runs that have done it as well and see, okay, like what was allowed, what wasn't allowed, was some of it only allowed to a certain point, things like that. Okay, alrighty. So, I need this Din's Pearl. However, yeah, he's holding on to it because he's, you know, stressing out over the fact that he's a fledgling and can't get his wings. Found the post. It was posted a day ago. Oh, it was found from data mine. Okay. Well, it's unfortunate that it wasn't found in, like, a natural way, but I kind of understand that, right? I just realized I've never seen these guys before. This is the only place that these little chicks are in the game. I'm almost certain of it. I've never seen these, like, stuffed animals in any other part of the game that I am aware of. There might be, like, some child's room in another area where they are, but I haven't seen it before. Curious. Okay. Okay. This should be the area I have to go to in order to talk to Medley. At least it's... Oh, this is not... Well, okay, this is an area that I'll go to later to talk to Medley at a later point, but it's not where I'm supposed to go now. Okay. I guess the area I need to go to now is... Wait, might be behind there. Is it back here? I legitimately don't remember. I hope it's back here. Okay, wait. It isn't back here. But it is down there. Ah, okay, it won't let me down. Okay, Dragon Roost Pond is completely dried up. I'm not sure I've ever actually gone out that door before. Very curious. Okay, entrance is that way. Wait. Yes. Okay, so this is the way to Dragon Roost Cavern. This is the way to the actual boss. Fantastic. Interesting that rainbow skin thing was found through data mining, though. It's always weird as someone, you know, outside looking in on this sort of thing, right? Because I know very little about coding. I know very little about data mining, how to read code. That which I can do is mostly in the way of fixing it. Like, looking at things and being like, okay, there's something here, you want it to work, where could the mistake be? Like, that's really the only skill I have. I don't have so much skill at writing stuff and feeling very confident about it. It's mostly I look at something and I'm like, oh, okay, I think I kind of see what they were going for here. And I think I understand, like, one or two of the errors that might be happening, and I look for that, right? The only amount of coding that I can do mostly is looking at basic code and thinking, okay, what could be wrong about this, right? I'm not very good at improving code, at making it take less lines, all those sorts of things. Like, I wish I was, I'm not. I haven't put in the amount of time to be able to research that. So it's profoundly strange to me to have people talk about data mining and have it be that, like, we could have already been data mining, like, all this time, and then only a year later does someone look at the code in a new way and go, this triggers something that none of us have heard before, right? It's so interesting to me, outside looking in, that it can take that, large amount of time before we have those sort of revelations. Very interesting. Okay, this person wants to go up and talk to Balu. It's supposed to be their job to go up and talk to Balu. However, they are currently not able to do so because they don't have a way to get up to the cavern. So I'm going to help them get up to the cavern. I have to wait for the wind to shift direction. Okay, and now I think it's going to go forward, and that's where I'll throw Medley. There we go. Beautiful. Why is it so windy? Zelda might just blow away. Oh, gosh. The joke of calling Link Zelda will never get old. The thing I like about this game is you can actually see from Link's hat, like, which way it's blowing, things like that. Which way the wind is going. It's very interesting. I mean, it makes sense because it's Wind Waker. Like, you had to make something about Link respond to the wind. But I also remember seeing this screenshot, or was... I think I remember seeing this screenshot in a game guide. Yeah, seeing the screenshot in a game guide and thinking, oh my goodness, Medley goes giant. No, it's her. It's not a giant Medley talking to Link. It's Medley being up on a platform, looking down over there. It's wild to me that someone would have thrown this picture into a game guide because, perspective, if you don't know what you're looking at, it does look like there's just someone giant looming over Link as he just looks up at them. It doesn't look like someone's on an upper platform if you aren't also seeing this environment. Okay, here we go. Let's put the bottle onto Y. Let's get a little thing here. Gosh, Zelda, an empty bottle is so cute. I want you to know, anytime you're calling them Zelda, that I am not thinking of someone speaking like Zelda. Gosh, Zelda, and I'm thinking, gosh, Zelda, an empty bottle. like the accent and everything. Like, that is, to me, what it sounds like whenever someone types out Zelda. The voice is included, and it must be so. Both of these missed somehow. There we go. Curious, the other bombs just didn't go off. Was it that they landed in... Was it that they landed in the water or something and they just despawned? But then the other bomb landed in the water and it was fine. I didn't see explosions, I didn't hear explosions, it was vanished. Whatever. The Elder's mother needs her. Because he controls your winds. Gosh. Alrighty. Oh, this is a swim gauge. It depletes. If you try to swim too far with Link, not a good day. Okay. Pick this up. Put it over there. This is what, this was what was being referenced, I feel, back in Skyward Sword, when you had to throw the bomb into the pots in the desert area. This game was made way before Skyward Sword. So I feel like this is supposed to be a reference to this. Might be wrong, but it feels very much like this. Yeah, that's a reference to this. There we go. We now have a solid way to actually get into the temple. Okay, Dragon Roost Shrine. Here we go. Gosh, I'm still so stuffed. I know too. Not Okay, Dragon Roost Cavern, fantastic. We should just be able to slide these statue guys out of the way. There we go. And I'm used to Ocarina of Time, where you need to drag crates and chests like that 3 times in order for it to actually move where you want it to. Ow. There we go. Okay. Hop up to here. Oh, I thought there was a thing of wood over that. Apparently not. Okay, either way, we need to light these 2 things. Because they gave us a hidden chest. That girl just leaves Zelda behind. Yes, indeed. I think Just Dino might be, like, that their stream might be delayed. Because I commented on the message as soon as it showed up. It feels like it was delayed. Alrighty. Okay. Oh. Oh, good. Okay. I was wondering, like, how am I supposed to break through that? Okay, there is... You can see already, there's a locked door, like, right away when we first enter in. To the left over there. Okay, we don't have a key, so of course we can't do anything about it. Also, there's an area that needs bombs in order to get through it. We don't have that. In fact, we won't actually get bombs in this dungeon. You might be looking around at all the bomb things and thinking, oh, you're gonna get bombs. Nope. Not the case at all. The reason we don't get bombs in this is because, oh gosh. It doesn't make sense yet for the timing of the game because so much is done with bombs. It doesn't make sense for us to get bombs this early on. Because they're used for so much outside of dungeons, they're used for ship combat. Again, they're used for like a lot of things. So instead, it's just that they'll constantly give us puzzles where they will place a bomb flower next to whatever it is we need to do. And you'll see up there, in the case of that, see how there are bombs like leading up to the rock that's blocking the way. So that's what we'll end up doing. So we'll end up triggering the explosion. Throw it. Okay, I think we can jump on. Yes, fantastic. Alrighty, hop into here. And then I think I need to throw down another one off to the side if I want to go to a new area that we haven't gone yet. Okay, dungeon map. Green areas visited. Yeah, I think I need to go that way. There we go. Uh-oh. There's, yep, a choo-choo that is intentionally meant to knock you down. It's a horrible, horrible thing to do to a person. Okay. Yeah, probably what we're gonna do is we're gonna play through this dungeon. We're probably gonna beat this dungeon, and then regardless of whether it's 8 o'clock or not, I'll probably quit out of the game. Because I do need to set up a couple of things for just in case school ends up getting canceled tomorrow. Also, some people were telling me that I had, like, locked assignments. Like that, that the assignments that I posted last week, they, like, locked. They shouldn't have locked. I set it so that those things wouldn't be able to lock, but... you never know. The fact that I got 2 emails about it kind of gives gives a pretty good idea that, yeah, they might actually be right about that. I'm gonna say gives some veracity to the claim, and then I realized that's a pointlessly big word. There's no need to use a word like veracity. We can just say it makes it more true, more likely to be true, rather. Bonk. Look at that. Okay, yep. think one of these skulls should give us a heart. If we're lucky. Nope, just a blue pea, and we didn't need that. We're at the cap of 200. Why is the special hero color green anyways? Why not red or blue? Very good question. I wish I could answer that, why they chose green in the first place. I feel like, back when the game first came out, like on the SNES, I feel like they made the character green because, you know, there's a very limited color palette. And so it's like, okay, we need a character that stands out from the ground, right? Which is weird that they chose green then, because you'd think, oh, from the grass. But I think their idea was, okay, so we're going to, oh gosh, we're gonna make a character that is green, and then only have like the borders of places be green. Mostly, we'll have like the trails and the areas he's walking on be like sandy ground or rocks or mountains or stuff like that. So he'll never actually like walk in the grass. I think they picked green because it made more sense to put other things in red and blue. But it's very interesting to just see that that's what they chose to do, and it stayed this whole time. Okay. Alrighty, we're getting the grappling hook. Farewell. Okay. Then I'll climb. I hear that guy. I hear him. I don't want to deal with the guy attacking me while I'm climbing. Wait, no! Wait, I need that golden feather because it's a part of the quest. I thought it fell off into the water. It did not. Okay. We're gonna try to make it. Woohoo, we did it. Look at that. Title. That's the closest I dare get to a gout flame. Okay. And release. Hopefully we'll find a bomb over here. There we go. It wasn't letting me move for a while. That was kind of weird. Okay. Up over here. It's wild, like, how many things the game kind of just expects you to figure out. Like, up to this point, there wasn't ever a thing where, like, we had to, like, crawl along an area like that. Sidling even wasn't even something that they really taught us how to do. It was just, you stood close enough to an edge, and you hoped. Okay. Yeah, okay. I also need to get out the middle one. Fine. Okay. Tell you what. I vaguely remember this being a thing. I'm gonna do it. Put that outside the rat hole. And I get a merchant guy that wants to sell me some stuff. Yeah, let's get a red potion. Health potion. Yep. Also, I know I'm gonna get some money here, so it's, you know, may as well spend it. Okay. Plus, oh gosh. I think that also means that the rats won't attack us anymore in this area. Have you seen any filthy thieving rats around? I know they're like, keep your wits about you. They're only rats. If you spread bait near their nest, they may share their store of treasure with you. Why don't you try it? I did already, thank you. Okay. Another thing where it's just sort of just sort of have to figure it out. Throw the thing on fire. I think that's a lot of the reason why I enjoy this game the most, is because it has, in my opinion, some of the least amount of hand-holding when it comes to their puzzles. It's like, there is a mechanic that works for this. It's a mechanic that your character can just do here. Are you willing to experiment and figure it out? Right? Are you willing to pick up items, try to use them without explanations given to you? Right? At no point were you told, oh, you can throw these sticks, you can throw the swords, things like that. You're not told you can do those things. It's just, you figure it out by either seeing other creatures do it, or by just looking at the prompts and figuring it out. There's no character going, wow, I sure wish someone could throw a sword really strong. I wish someone would show me how to throw a sword. I've heard you can throw it with A. You know, like all that sort of stuff. Like going way too far. He's stretched out. There we go. I think we got it. There we go. Okay. Another thing, like, oh, it's dark. I wonder how to fix that. Well, clearly carry a light, right? Like, all these things just make sense if you think about it. But there's no hand-holding, there's no character that looks meaningfully at a certain thing. Or the camera, like, looks at something for too long. Like, there's a lot less hand-holding in this game. Oh, that's absolutely it. You're totally right. That bird looked like those chickens you can squeeze and they make that loud noise. That like those honking ones. That's absolutely what he looked like when we attacked him. Your adoring fans are... They love you. Right. So, we got a joy pendant. Just enjoying looking at it? Okay. Alrighty. Let's burn down the area. There. Put fire on both of those. I was gonna say put lava on both of those. That's clearly not what's happening. Okay. Ooh, I just realized. So, something fun that these dungeons ended up doing that made it so much easier for me as a kid was they made it so these are warp pods that warp you to different places in the dungeon. So if, for example, you know, you only have a half hour to play this video game, which was very much the case for me. If you only have a limited amount of time to play the video game, and you have to stop, oh gosh, midway through the dungeon, this warp point would let you get to wherever you last left off, which was so cool. Such an easy way to overcome the issue of, hey, you know, we're gonna reset this person at the beginning of the dungeon every time that they save the game and turn it off. Like, it was such an easy way to make it so that those of us that had, like, a limit to how many video games we could play per day, it made it still possible for us to beat it. Because if it took you, like, a half hour to get to this point, it would still take roughly a half hour to get to this point again. That wouldn't change just because you unlock stuff. Like, there's still depth to this dungeon. Even if it's like, oh, well, now you don't have to unlock all the items anymore. You just go straight through some of the shortcuts. Yeah, there are, like, very minor shortcuts now you can take, but not enough to really justify... Not enough to really justify the... process process of going from point A to point B again. There we go. Hey. I remember that guy up there. Oh no, he died up there. Rat. That means I can't get that heart. Oh well. That was another one. Like, until you broke that pot up on that upper shelf, you didn't know that there was a creature in there. But then again, you had in 2 other places where creatures popped out of those pots. So you already had the idea, like, planted in your mind of, like, hey, monsters are in these pots, and if you have to kill all the monsters in this area, like you've had to in other rooms in the past, maybe try breaking all the pots. Oh, there's a pot up there that you can't reach with any of your weapons. Try throwing it, right? It doesn't ever tell you that. It's just you have to figure it out. So cool how it made you explore all of your items and all of your choices. Yep. I wonder if you were here long enough, if the King of Red Lions would come and start to, like, give you advice. I legitimately don't know the answer to that. Oop. Aw, man, you gotta be joking. Okay, well, I can't get that from down here. There we go. One less creature to worry about. Okay, grab that, grab that. Go across over here. Land in here. Take the elevator up. Again, nothing's told to you. You just have to experiment around with it. Love this game. Mario green tunnel thing. Zelda's wind sleeper. Wait, what? Mario green tunnel thing? What, piranha plant? Did I see a piranha plant in here? I don't remember seeing a piranha plant. And look, here's the last little warping point. I always make sure to grab these, and I don't know if just revealing them is enough to activate them, or if you have to actually travel through them. I legitimately don't know. I just always went through them, just in case you had to activate them. Because it would hurt to, like, reveal it, have it, think you can go through it again, and then realize, oh no, I can't. I thought I had to teleport right where I needed to go, and I didn't. This is it, though. It only ever gives you 3 warp points, so. Yeah, no heart. Really? Absolutely no hearts. Okay, sure. Okay, nothing. Zelda is skull crushing. I mean, you're not wrong. Skull crushing is an accurate summation of everything I was doing with that exchange. I was looking for hearts. I was hoping to break a skull and get a heart. No. That can't work. And plus, also, the fact that, like, the staircase falls out from behind you. Such a cool little detail. Didn't have to be done at all. We're not going to try to go back down that way, really. We're going to be taking a completely different route. The fact that it's still a thing is so cool. guy gets ferried in. This is the first time where we actually have a chance to fight back against this guy. So in the section of the game where it was like, you know, hide and stealth around these guys, you always wanted to attack them, and you couldn't because you didn't have a sword or anything like that. So this marks the first time where it's like, no, you actually can fight back. So cathartic to finally face these people, and then also to realize that, wait a second, I can pick up even these guys as weapons? Like, that's really cool, right? So it's now I have a little pole arm. Physics were a little janky. It was really cool to have this new weapon to attack. You can see, like, the range of this attack has gone up a huge amount. Our sword swing is now... You're impressed that a boy can wield this sort of weapon. Throwing it is exactly what stick. So, you came to rescue me. Thank you. I have to tell you what I found out. Terrible, some creature's doing awful things to the Great Valu's tail. That's why he's so angry. The Great Valu's tail hangs down to the room right below here. There's got to be something in there. I wonder if those mean monsters we captured have something. Gotta do something now before it's too late. I'll go and tell everyone what's happening. Here, use this to get out of here. What I used to get this far. The device WiiU used before we evolved wings. Grappling hook, item used before they had wings. It's very interesting because in the lore of this, the Rito evolved from the Zora. Just like the Zora were, you know, these water people that after everything happened that happened, some of which was kind of spoiler, so I won't spoil everything. But the Zora people are now in this area where water covers the earth. And what do? They evolved to have wings instead. The fish people decide that water isn't good enough and evolved to have wings. And I guess it might be, oh yeah, because it's ocean water. Maybe. But even given the lore of what happened, it doesn't seem like it's like that's the case. It's just the case of the Zora are now bird people. Deal with it. It's weird. Yo. But yeah, this grappling hook like marks a time where, you know, before the Rito had wings, back when they were still the Zora, they would use this grappling hook to get around. Why? I don't know. But it is what it is. Oh no. She's falling. Ah, I'm falling. Like, that particular incident where it's like he's falling off did make a lot of people look down and be like, oh, what's down there? And then you realize, oh, there's a thing down there. Nice, the little... It's not quite hints, but sort of like hints. The little things that they did just sort of show, rather than say, show the fact that there were things you could do here. Here we are. Joy pendant. And I think, unfortunately, that I needed the flames here. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't. That's good. Okay, I do need to go through here, though, in order to get the area. Yep. The fact that, like, oh, there's, oh gosh, a spiral on the ground. Also, like, it's meant to hint to the fact, like, hey, you have a spin attack. You have a way to attack every rope all at the same time. All you have to do is spin. Yeah. So good. I love what they do in this game, showing not to. There we go. Here we go. Here. Slowly but surely, we're making our way over to the area where we will be able to get a boss key. Because we've actually already seen the door to the boss. Something we've already done. Wait a second. What? 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 I don't remember what I'm supposed to do here. There it is. That's it. It's like a lever, yeah. It goes back down. Again, it's like one of those things where it's like, nah, you have to look around. You have to kind of explore a little bit. You know, use the space that's around you. Okay, this is where it means to teach you. Okay, so you're able to like stop and turn, right? Because if you'd just gone straight, you would have landed on that particular area over there. That particular outcropping. Then you would have eventually looked and been like, oh, I need to go to the left. How do I do that? How do I stop and change direction? And so you actually look at the buttons and what they say they do. And you see, oh, there is a stop. Oh, there is another option here. You try stopping, you turn. It's great. I love that. Okay, there we go, hold on. Yaha, not what I needed. Is there another one? There we are. There we go. Because I need it not dead. I need it curled up in a ball like this. I can drop it down here. There. I seem to remember, I might be wrong about this, but I seem to remember that this chest is actually positioned in such a way where you can just like run into the flames, hammering A, and you can get the key without actually needing to place that guy over there. I might be wrong about that. I might be remembering a different chest entirely. I know this is the case for like some Ocarina of Time chests, so, or at least one of them. It might be that's the case. Alrighty, we got the big key. Ow. But now you also see that this can be used as a weapon. It takes a little bit of practice, but it can be used as a weapon. Face the left. Go up the rope a little bit. Back again. Now we should be good. Okay. Should have just jumped down normally. Gone down the ladder and all that. Taking shortcuts in this game, sometimes a good idea, sometimes not so much. Oops, I got out the sail. I did not mean to get out the sail. I can make it. Over. I think I just does go through here, yeah. Okay, now that I do have the boss key, I just have to go back up the area where the boss door was. Just by following this on the outside. Okay, I think up just one more, and then I've got it. Oops, my bad. And now we have the boss door. You can see it up ahead, even from this loading zone. I love it. I love the fact that they will like include sort of like half what you see on the other side, even if it is going to load a loading zone. Even if it's like, oh, okay, we actually don't have the memory to make this room connect to this room, but we'll give you the illusion of it. Like, you'll see the room through the other door. It won't just be like, you know, a giant white void or a black void or anything like that. Figured it probably had to be this if I wasn't seeing a water pot anywhere. Now, buddy. Right in there. Go. I just remembered something. Okay. I'm gonna drink this potion. The reason why is gonna be pretty clear in just a little bit. Pretty sure it's not this. Pretty sure it's this. This guy right here. There we go. I got a fairy. Got a fairy in the bottle. He looks so sad. Okay. We need to put something else onto there immediately. There. Don't accidentally want to use the fairy. Forgot that it was both of them. You can also see now why a randomized version of this game could be so interesting to play through. Because there are like so many chests. They're just like, you don't have to get them. There's like little secret chests. Or little reward chests for getting all the way to the end of something. They normally don't have anything game-changing in them. However, in a randomizer, where all the items are randomized, it might very well be that one random chest that you get from lighting all the torches in a room that you don't otherwise have to light. It might just be that sort of puzzle is needed to get you a really important item. Love this game. This is most of the reason why I feel that I often call this like my favorite Zelda game, is just because of how many positive memories I have about this figuring out how to play this game. Yeah, there was sometimes some frustrations that would come from it. Some, right? I won't deny that. Now, like I remember it took me a while to figure out that you had to leave the stream for a bit while. Well, we managed to make it through to the boss room. We are currently fighting this scorpion arachnid guy. It's just so cool. This boss when I first saw it very much reminded me of there's a monster in Journey to Atlantis. It's the Leviathan. It's supposed to have been like, you know, this giant hydra-like creature swimming around in the water that has been protecting Atlantis ever since way back when. And This looks so much like an actual organic version of it. I always thought it was so cool. I'm cracked. He's cracked. Phase 2! No longer can I bring it down on his head. However, also that does mean he doesn't have any eyelids to protect himself. Oh! Did you... I'm bouncing across the lava. I'm now extremely hurt? I wonder if it's possible to die in the cutscene. You all heard that like noise. I also, because of this, because I hopped across to the other side, I landed by where the head ended up exploding. It's very weird. Very weird set of circumstances. Not gonna say I understood all that. Also, these hearts are not randomly out. They're not normally there. Normally there's a pot. Whatever. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna bounce out. Hold on. Okay, I think we might just call it here. I'm getting pretty tired. We've beaten Dragon Roost Island. We're gonna go through the cutscene stuff to give us, and then we'll just call it here, I think. Younger is very mean. Everything's cleared out. Mother is now communicating properly. It's cheering. There we are. MrM! Well, Prince Molly, don't you have something you want to say? Heard everything from Bedley. MrM, thank you so much. Very nice custom. Hope I can be like you someday, MrM. You will, Molly, I just know it. Alright, MrM? So, MrM, here. I want you to take this, MrM. Giving you the thing I value most will give me the courage I need to stand up to bad things. Burrow. This is the gem the Ritos claim was passed down to the great gods. The Great Valor is grateful for you, MrM. The ancient Hylian text here. Like, you would be able to read it and understand it if you were in New Game Plus. Use the Wind God's Wind? That's what he said, but I don't understand. What does it mean? Wind God's Wind. I wonder if what he's talking about had anything to do with the Wind Shrine through that tunnel. Ah, I almost forgot. The Great Valor also names you, MrM, a true hero. I agree with him. As far as we're concerned, MrM, you really are a hero. Well, I'm gonna go in this Valor. I'll come and see you sometime with the best bare wings ever. Hey, Prince Kamali! Thanks so much, MrM. See you again someday. So that harp that she has strung to her back right now, that's gonna be a lower important item later, which I think is very fun. Alrighty. Go ahead and talk to the King of Red Lions. And save the game here. We'd seen the Ganon sent those monsters to this place. That would mean... Oh, there's no time to lose. We must depart at once to the place where the next pearl sleeps. We sail to the south. Something that I think is very fun about, specifically how this went. Oh! He's not going to move until we have the wind facing south. But, something I find very fun about this, just because it's meant to be a parallel to Ocarina of Time, right? It's supposed to be this thing of, like, oh, like Ocarina of Time has certain themes and like ways that Ganondorf like terrorized the world way back when. And it had some of those. So it's like, oh, like in the very first area, the way that Ganondorf like ended up affecting the Faron Woods area was he made a parasite appear in the belly of the Deku Tree. And so the parasite was, you know, this Goma, this scorpion-like thing that you had to fight off in order to try, but ultimately fail, to bring the Deku Tree back to, like, full health. And so here, it was another Goma creature, but like a lava-based Goma, a parasite, if you will, that was living underneath the volcano of where Valu was. So it's just very interesting to see the parallels. Okay, we're going to save one more time, and then like we said, we're going to say, no, we're not going to continue playing. We're going to go ahead and cancel out of this and just end the stream a little bit earlier, because, oh boy, I'm getting a little woozy, and I need to get stuff set up for school anyway. Alrighty, well, this was fun to be able to play. Hopefully we'll be able to play tomorrow. I imagine the only reason we wouldn't is if either I wake up way too sick to do anything, or if power ends up going out because of all the crazy weather stuff that's happening. Fingers crossed that school is canceled tomorrow. I'm really hoping for it. So long farewell, goodbye, be safe, get out, see you. Bye.